butterflies, it's your girl Butterfly Lissa. Welcome back to the channel Butterfly Healing. If this is your first time, welcome, fucking welcome. Yes, we do that. We be saying stuff like that on here. So yeah. If this is not your first time, you know that. So yeah, welcome to you too. Welcome back. Right? If this is your first time, also go ahead and subscribe for me because you know you're obviously gonna like this setting that we got going on right here. So why are you making a video, Butterfly Lissa? Well, let me just first start off by saying it's October. We like dead center in the middle. I think today is the 14th. We dead center in the middle of October. And I'm a Libra. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I'm a Libra. If you haven't been watching the channel, you know now that I'm a Libra. And it's just a whole lot of Libra-ass energy. And Libra energy can be quite unpredictable. As a Libra, we know that. I think other people may not know that. But yeah, it can be quite unpredictable. October every year for me is such a transformative-ass month. And transformation never feels like butterflies and sunshine. Like we want it to. The end of it does. But the process sucks so bad. And it sucks a lot for me personally, even more because this is my birthday month. So, you know, I be wanting like sunshine and rainbows every day, and that's never what it's like. But I'm happy to say, you know, with everything that I've gone through and I've learned this year, any other year it would be killing me right now. But I don't know, I'm finding a whole lot of joy and a whole lot of peace within all of the changes and stuff that I'm going through every single day, because every single day is something new, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's always something new, and it's so crazy. Okay. All right, but enough about me. Let's get into it. Yeah, so in a couple of days, literally, I told y'all today is 11:44 on the clock right now. I don't know, that just feels significant. Anyway, today is the 14th. The new moon, which is in Libra, I told y'all a whole lot of Libra energy, the sun and moon in Libra on that day, is Friday, October 16th. Yeah, new moon on October 16th. That's coming in a couple of days. So with that being said, I want to just discuss what all other energies we have going on right now that are related to astrological things, you know, like other planets and things like that, but also spiritual things, right? So I just want to tie it all together and tell y'all what to do with these energies, okay? What is the best thing to get out of the energies that we going through right now, right? Definitely gonna talk about that Libra moon, but let me talk about some other things that are going on right now. Please ignore my email notifications for the time being, okay? I should have turned my computer off, but I didn't. Anyway, so some of y'all know Mercury went into retrograde yesterday or today, one or the other. Today's the 14th, yesterday was the 13th. I think it went into retrograde yesterday, but it don't matter. Mercury's in retrograde. Not only is it in retrograde, it is in the sign of Scorpio in retrograde. Now, just to kind of summarize Scorpio energy, Scorpio energy is quite mysterious. You know, it's like hiding in the dark, you know. That's like just y'all know that. I know y'all feel what I'm saying because I can't talk about it a lot. Anyway, but you know that hiding in the dark, right? So Mercury, planet of communication, in retrograde, right? I feel like, you know, blasting all that together, I feel like there's going to be a whole lot of truth revealing during this retrograde, right? The retrograde is over on November 13th. So that's like basically a month. I hope I'm not saying the wrong date. I think it's November 13th. That's a whole month, basically. A long time. Mercury's gonna be in retrograde. There's gonna be, like I said, a whole lot of truth revealing, but I feel like this is a retrograde. We probably should focus a lot on our own energies, our own, what we got going on. So there could be a lot of personal truths being revealed to you, a lot of, this is the perfect time to do shadow work because there's going to be so much mirror, like You're just going to be seeing who you are and how you be acting a whole lot. Like, it's going to be in your face during this retrograde. And on top of that Mercury retrograde, you got Mars in retrograde as well. And I don't want to lie and say what sign that it's in, because I honestly don't know off the top of my head right now. But it don't even matter. Those two planets being in retrograde at the same time are kind of like affecting each other, and it's making us feel like we are going backward instead of forward. That's gonna be like the overall feeling, right? Because you're like, okay, during this whole pandemic or during these last few months, this whole year, I have been quite stagnant. I haven't been able to do the things that I want to do, get to the places that I want to get to. And right now, where I've grown so much and I have done all of this work or whatever, you know, just in the last video, in the full moon video, which was what, 2 weeks ago? I don't know at this point, probably 2 weeks ago. I told y'all to write down some stuff that you want to release and all of that. And, you know, we're like, okay, work, do the self-work every single day through every trial and error, like socially, whatever. You go through all of this stuff and you're doing all this change, and it doesn't even matter if I'm talking about just 2 weeks of this. It could be like you felt like I've grown so much over the last few months, whatever. I'm ready to experience newness, right? You can feel us right on the verge of the newness, but this is the time to solidify a whole lot of the change that you've made. Okay, so, you know, yeah, I've grown, I've changed, boom, 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 accolades, and celebrate yourself, all of that, right? But also acknowledge all of the stuff right now, because it feels like I said, it's gonna feel like you're not able to move forward. You're not able to go where you want to go. So with that energy, take that time to, like I said, focus on yourself and just really reflect on the stuff that's been holding you back. The real true way to prosper in life is through self-mastery, right? So I think that what we've done is we've learned so much about ourselves, right? That wasn't self-mastery, that was self-discovery, what we've gone through. So we've learned a whole lot about ourselves, but now we're at the point where we need to master ourselves. So you got to go ahead and clear out the last little bit of clutter, last little bit of bullshit, last little bit of stuff that you're not really truly busting down. Okay, this is, like I said, this is the perfect time to do that shadow work. The stuff that's the hardest to admit. I need to stop doing that. I'm gonna throw some personal stuff in for myself right now. I've been feeling so, like I said, that going backward, not forward feeling. I've been feeling so stuck and so discouraged about so many different things. My birthday is in 8 days at this point, I think. Yeah, on the 22nd. I'm gonna be 25 years old. Okay, and you get every year, bro. Every year I start getting this feeling like, damn, I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing this by this point in time. I remember when I said I was gonna be doing this by this point in time, and I start to feel so bad about where I'm at in life, and I'm like, all right, we got to stop doing that. That's shadow work. For me to sit there and say, all right, I'm actually causing my own sadness by me thinking about my own life in that way, rather than me saying, right now I'm 25, I'm finna be 25 years old, and I'm working on things that I never even imagined or never even really believed in myself enough at other points in time that I would be able to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm conquering things that have held me back for so long. Instead of me celebrating stuff like that, I have beat myself up. Like, you're supposed to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So that's shadow work right there. Being able to just see that and say, all right, you really do be doing that. So get it together. Okay, accountability, self-mastery. So, you know, like I said, we're going through that self-discovery phase, right? And once you like, all right, I know who I am and I know what I want and I'm ready to get it, right? I'm telling you, you have to go through that, and then you got to do the self-mastery next. You have to do that part next, because you want to not only get the stuff that you Because, ooh, okay, hold on. You don't only just want to get to the stuff. You don't want to just get the stuff that you want, but you want to maintain it as well. And I talked about that in other videos where I talk about manifestation. But this is it right here, right? Where we put that into play, into action. So we've done a whole lot of learning and lessons and learning and lessons. And that, when you're doing it, it ain't like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. You're doing the discovery, the growth or whatever, right? But self-mastery is the test. This the test right here, right? So we're in this season with Mercury in retrograde and Mars in retrograde. And honestly, y'all, it's like probably 4 other planets in retrograde. Chiron still in retrograde, okay? It's so much going on. But look, I'm telling y'all, it's still gonna be some time before things are like, for us personally, it's still gonna be some time before things are like, all right, yes, finally. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some time. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you still have to know what's going on, know what energies to expect, what shifts to expect, what changes to expect, and what to do with them. So please listen to me, okay? Now, I said all of that about the other planets and stuff to be being in retrograde to tell you to tell you this, okay? The Libra New Moon, and we're at 11 minutes in the video, so I'm sorry that took so long, but the Libra New Moon is happening in 2 days on October 16th, right? So the new moon is going to bring a whole lot of magnification and amplification on that whole little focusing on yourself thing. And with the new moon, like, I think that with, you know, Mercury being in retrograde and all of that, so it seems like it's so much darkness, and Mars being in retrograde too, it seems like so much darkness. And I'm not telling you that the Libra new moon is going to make you feel happier or nothing like that. It's gonna make you feel probably a little more sad, and then sad on like a soft, not even emotional, but like on the love scope, and like with the things that you value and all of that, right? So you're gonna feel a little sad, but what I want you to do with that energy, with that Libra energy, is nurture yourself, love yourself, right? Be gentle with yourself. Like, you know, like I said, you're gonna be getting all this time to hopefully do some shadow work, and to hopefully, you know, step more and give more effort to that self-mastery and everything like that, and being more accountable with yourself, and seeing yourself in the mirror like, damn, this me, you know what I'm saying? All of that, you gotta be able to be gentle with yourself through that process, because when you stand there, like I just said, this me in the mirror, when you stand there and you look at the darker parts of yourself and the things about yourself that you want to level up on, that you want to evolutionize, that you want to change, when you look at that stuff, it's not from a place of hate. It cannot be from a place of hate or judgment or condemnation. It can't be that. It shouldn't be that. You should be able to look at that part of yourself, that side of yourself, keyword yourself, and say, okay, why are we like this? Okay, how can we approach it differently? Because you feel that way, or you are that way, and that's natural to you, because that's how we are. And I keep saying we, because it's so important to understand that no matter what, that darker side of you, or that part of you that you are needing to focus on and see, or that you're being forced to focus on and see, is the part. It's the part of you. No matter what. No matter how much you don't want it to be, it's a part of you, period. 11:55 on the clock. Change is coming, though. Change is coming. 1155. Woo. But like I said, with this new moon in Libra, it's going to be a super moon too, y'all. New moons, they're not even anything to be visually excited about. It's not about like going out and doing the full moon rituals and nothing like that. You still can do new moon rituals, but the sky's gonna be black. It's not gonna be a moon up there for y'all to see. That's new moons. That's like a new cycle, new beginnings, okay? And what I'm telling y'all to do is really take this time to nurture yourself, be gentle with yourself. You know, just pay attention to everything that you feel, and just you know, give it a little kiss. Like, really though, because dark nights often lead to the brightest mornings. Okay, we have seen that in our everyday life. Sometimes it be a hurricane or a thunderstorm at night. You wake up and the sun out and the trees and stuff looking all good and refreshed. Like, that's life too. You know, even though all of this stuff is happening in the stars and with the moon cycles and all of that stuff is happening, and it's making us feel so bad and so sad, and we're going through these trials and these tribulations. But y'all have to always appreciate those moments and those times too, because that is where you change. That's where you get better. That's where you look back, where you like the quote says, you know, after you go through them dark nights, and that's when you wake up and you're like, damn, I did that. I got through that. I made it through that. Okay, so do the work. I know I didn't want to talk like a whole lot about I guess I did talk about it a lot still. Yeah, about you know, the astrological places, but I really always want y'all to be, because this is called butterfly healing. So the basis of every single video that I post is to get better and to heal. That's the definition of it, right? So I'm always gonna, no matter what I'm gonna always do is talk about the things that y'all gonna hear and listen to and engage with, so that you can still get the message, because the message is always still to heal and grow and get better as you are, as you should be. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna shuffle up real quick and pull a couple of cards, words of advice maybe for y'all. We'll see what spirit gives us. Okay, so give me a second. Look at that, too much. I'm actually gonna shuffle them like this first, so we can actually have, you know, something coming out, because we're like, hold on, wake up the deck first, girl. What you doing? There we go. Feeling that energy now. I've never shuffled on camera, but I want y'all to really know that I do be shuffling. I don't just pull the cards. Well, I do sometimes. It just depends on what spirit is calling for me to do. But anyway. Woo. One more card, spirit. Okay. All right. So, y'all, the first card that came out was the Tower. I told y'all change. This is like really gonna be a melancholy, I don't want to say sad, but like a melancholy. I haven't flipped over the other three cards yet, so I don't know what they are, but this one was flipped over when they came out. The Tower. Y'all know the Tower is for when, you know, you're about to go through something or transition, a change, a big change though. That's why it's the Tower, a big change. I said that though, big change is coming. But I think that we're at the Tower point, you know, like what we gotta get over. Not even get over, but get through all of the stuff that we got to change personally, because that's what this reading was about. I think that's what the Tower came out for. The second card that came out was the God of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, structure is needed. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna pull my book out. I hope y'all don't judge me for that. Don't judge me for that, okay? God of Pentacles, because this is, you know, a lot of times this is not a normal card, you know, God of Pentacles. So I have to get some clarification. Yeah, because it's in reverse too. Yeah, and see, this is not like a personal reading. So yeah, I know that that's saying structure is needed. It says abundance can't come to you if you don't believe yourself to be abundant. Open yourself to the idea that you can have it. Also, this reversal can indicate a need to devalue money a bit. I don't feel like that's talking about money. I think that it's talking about probably devaluing not even money, but like I said, not money, like I said, but the things that don't really matter that much, right? So I don't know who that card was for. It might be something a little more personal than a collective theme, because I feel like they talking about somebody need to work on their ego. But shadow work is a personal thing. So y'all know what you need to work on in regards to all of the things that I just said for the card. It says realign your priorities to fit the highest good of all involved. So get it together. And then y'all got the Three of Swords. And got the Six of Cups in reverse. The Three of Swords, yeah. So, okay. Regardless to what all of these cards, especially these two, indicate that we are hurting as a collective right now. And not even hurting, excuse me, not even hurting, but as a collective, we all don't like the motherfucking energy right now. I don't think that we do. It's gonna be so much stuff happening in the next few weeks, especially like even with the new moon and all of that. Like, yeah, like newness is coming. Yeah, newness is coming. Change is coming. And right now we don't like a whole lot of stuff that's going on. A whole lot of stuff that's going on. But we got work to do. There needs to be, you know, more structure. We need to obviously do some shadow work. And I'm trying to not make this such a personal card because there's a lot of different messages that keep coming through for me. But overall, we need to just find structure. You know what you need to work on, okay? If you don't, figure it out, okay? But yeah, that was it, guys. I hope that y'all connected with the video. I hope that I got the message through. I had to take notes. Y'all probably saw me looking down on this because I've been having so many brilliant freaking conversations in the last few weeks, and it's just like, I know that I heard that we talked about that for the contribution to something greater than just us talking about it. Like, it's always something. Like, I was watching, let me say this to y'all before I get off of here. I was watching the movie, and I actually wasn't even watching the movie. I was getting ready to go somewhere or something, and the movie was playing. And it was a guy on there, and he was beat all up, his eye was swollen all up or whatever, and he was narrating this story now. And he's telling a story or whatever, and they do like a flashback scene with him all beat up or whatever. And he was like, I was laying in the hospital bed crying to God, and I was like, God, why me? I guess he got beat up or whatever. He's like, I was crying to God, like, God, why me? Why me? And he said, the old lady next to me looked at me, and she said, young man, why not you? What's so special about you? And when I heard that, it has stuck with me for so long. Like, that was probably like 3 or 4 days ago, but it has stuck with me ever since I heard it. And I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And finally, because after that, I didn't even listen to what else he had to say, but he was saying this was a very pivotal moment in his life when this happened to him. And I was like, so, you know, I never went back to watch it. I was just like, what about that could make something so pivotal for a person, right? But I think that so often we romanticize our lives, and we're like, why me, why me, why me? We going through pain and suffering, and the whole time we saying, why me, why me, why me? Because it hurts, right? But we get the chance to later and say, or we go through this stuff and we can say, why me? Perfect example was him getting beat up, right? He could have died. So he's saying, God, why me? When you know what I'm saying? Like, he could have been dead. And I'm not trying to like minimize the pain and the suffering that he went through, but we always have to remember to understand that there's a bigger picture than just us, or than just that freaking moment in our lives. Because like I said, we all go through suffering and pain, but we always get to be on the other side of that too. If you've ever been suffering and been in pain, and you can sit here and say, okay, that was me one point in time. I was going through something and I was asking God, why me? You're on the other side of that now. And I want you to look back and say, okay, if that didn't happen to me, would I be doing this? If that didn't happen to me, would I be doing that? My very first YouTube video, I told y'all about how I even got started in the whole freaking spiritual thing, right? I had a freaking accident last year. Oh my gosh, on Halloween. It's almost coming up. Anniversary for this shit is coming up almost. But I flipped the car. I almost died, y'all. When I say I almost died, I didn't get beat up and banged up in the car, but flipping a car, that's dangerous enough to say I almost died, right? And I remember the car flipping, blah, 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 slow motion. And I'm like, oh my God, my whole life flashing before my eyes. It was a very traumatic experience, blah, blah, blah. And I remember going through it. And after having the accident, still asking God, why me? I still was saying, why me? But now I can sit on this YouTube channel and tell you, if I didn't have that wreck, never would have made a YouTube channel. If I didn't have that accident, never would have been in so many of the situations I've been in this year, never would have grown my relationship with my family as much as I have, never would have met so many of the people that I met since I've moved from Georgia, and a whole lot of other stuff that's changed. So stop saying why me and just fucking get through it, okay? Whew. I don't want to be mean to y'all. I don't. But I just want us to start appreciating life so much more, because think about how many times you said why me, and you still are here. You still are here. You're watching this YouTube video right now. After all them times you said why me. I don't know, man. That was all way off of the video topic, of course. Again, under the Libra New Moon, I just really want y'all to make sure that you're taking care of yourself through every transition in your life. Try to be as gentle and easy through it as you can. If you need to scream sometimes, do that, but still remember that I need to be making sure I'm taking care of myself. Okay, even though I'm changing, I'm conquering all this negative shit about myself, and I'm seeing all this bad stuff that I've been doing, or things that, not even bad stuff, but stuff that I don't like, the stuff that I see that I don't like about myself. Still love yourself and be gentle with yourself. That's the overall message for the Libra New Moon. The overall like words of advice from spirit that I know to be. But yeah, and I just really had to talk about that, because you gotta appreciate the journey. I'm telling y'all, like I said, the darkest nights often lead to the brightest mornings. So even when you asking why me, you still get to ask why me, okay? Appreciate the darkness sometimes. I promise you, life is gonna be so much fucking better when you be sitting there crying and laughing at the same time, because wow, I have emotions. All right, y'all, I'm signing out. I am signing out now. I just have gone through so much stuff, and I could preach to y'all on day. And it's like I've gone through so much stuff in here. So much change and transition in here that I could talk to y'all like this and put even my business out there. Because like I just was saying, I've gone through that, crying and laughing at the same time, because I'm happy to even be embracing my emotions enough to cry right now. Like, yeah, it's growth. Okay, I'm signing out now. This is probably like the longest video I've ever done. It's about to be 30 minutes. But the Libra energy is strong. I'm in my element more than I've ever been before. Okay, I'm so happy right now. I'm about to be 25 years old. I don't know if I'm gonna make another video before my birthday, but y'all will see me after it for sure. All right, I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and subscribe. Comment that butterfly for me, and a happy birthday too. All right, love y'all, Libra gang. This Butterfly Lissa signing out.